When Pablo Picasso was an old man, he sat in a quiet café, enjoying his coffee while absent-mindedly sketching on a napkin. Unbeknownst to him, a woman nearby watched in awe as his hand moved effortlessly across the paper, creating something remarkable in just a few strokes. When Picasso finished, he crumpled the napkin, ready to discard it, but the woman stopped him. "Can I have that napkin? I'll pay you for it," she offered eagerly. Picasso looked at her, then smiled. "Sure, that will be $20,000. The woman was stunned. "What? It only took you 2 minutes to draw that?" "No, ma'am," Picasso replied. "It took me over 60 years to draw this." This simple yet profound exchange illustrates an undeniable truth. Mastery is not instantaneous. It is the result of relentless practice, countless failures, and unwavering persistence. Picasso, who lived to be 91, left behind a legacy of over 50,000 artworks, each one a testament to the countless mistakes and experiments that shaped his genius. His story is a powerful reminder. To achieve greatness, we must first embrace failure. ###the fear of failing. When we were children, failure was never an obstacle. Think back to when you were learning to walk. You stumbled, fell, perhaps cried, but you got back up and tried again. The idea of giving up never even crossed your mind. But as we grow older, something changes. We begin to associate failure with shame, embarrassment, and judgment. Society teaches us that failing is something to be avoided, that mistakes make us less capable. And so, we retreat. We stay within our comfort zones, sticking to what we already know, afraid to take risks that might expose us to failure. But here's the problem. Avoiding failure also means avoiding growth. Every time we let fear stop us, we deny ourselves the opportunity to improve, to become stronger, smarter, and better. Success does not come from avoiding mistakes, it comes from embracing them. The most successful people in the world are not those who never fail, but those who fail the most and learn from each setback. ### success demands failure. Imagine an athlete training for the Olympics. Every day, they push their bodies to the limit, failing again and again before finally achieving their peak performance. A musician doesn't master an instrument overnight. They spend years playing wrong notes before perfecting their craft. A writer doesn't produce a masterpiece in a single draft. They rewrite and refine their work through countless iterations. The same principle applies to every aspect of life. The only way to become truly great at something is to be willing to fail at it, repeatedly. Each failure is a stepping stone to mastery, each mistake a lesson that brings us closer to our goals. But to embrace failure, we need to change our perspective on it. ### the sphere of choice. What we can and cannot control. Ancient Stoic philosophy offers a powerful concept called the sphere of choice. This idea divides life into 2 categories. 1. Internals, things we can control, our actions, thoughts, efforts, and responses. 2. Externals, things we cannot control, other people's opinions, the past, the outcome of our efforts. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that we should focus only on the internals, what is within our power, while letting go of concerns over things beyond our control. By doing so, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry and self-doubt. For example, when writing an article, I often hear a voice in my head whispering, "No one will read this. Your writing isn't good enough." In the past, I let these doubts control me, stopping me from even trying. But then I realized, these thoughts are external. I cannot control them. What I can control is whether I continue writing despite them. So now, no matter what my mind says, I keep going. I write, I refine, and I publish. Over time, this persistence has made me a better writer. ### handling criticism and rejection. Putting our work into the world is terrifying. We crave validation, and when we receive criticism or rejection, it stings. Imagine receiving 100 positive comments but fixating on the one negative remark. That's human nature. But here's the truth. The opinions of others belong in the external category. We cannot control them, and therefore, we should not let them dictate our actions. Every successful person has faced rejection. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter manuscript was rejected multiple times before finding a publisher. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company before returning to lead Apple to greatness. The key is not to seek universal approval, it's to continue despite criticism. ####taking action despite fear. When faced with fear, most people hesitate, overanalyze, and wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never comes. Success is built on action, not contemplation. When fear of failure arises, remember the child learning to walk. Fail, try again, and repeat. Instead of measuring success by avoiding mistakes, measure it by your willingness to show up and do the work. Persistence is the true indicator of success. Picasso didn't create his legacy by worrying about failure. He simply kept producing, refining, and improving. ###What are you willing to do? Picasso created 50,000 artworks to build his name. Athletes train relentlessly to achieve greatness. Writers write, musicians play, entrepreneurs take risks, all knowing that failure is inevitable. The question is, how many failures are you willing to endure to achieve your dreams? Fear will always be there. But mastery, growth, and success belong to those who act despite it. Let go of the fear, embrace failure, and keep moving forward. Your greatest achievements await on the other side of your mistakes.